So do you think parents are fully aware of the impact of technology and internet use on their children, and what can parents do to safeguard their children in relation to technology? So I think it makes it quite difficult. With the younger generation are brought up with technology, so they have a better idea of what they're doing on there, whereas the older generation perhaps have had to learn how to use it and to kind of break habits, so it's a new thing to do. Yeah? So if they're then having to do that, I think they've got a less awareness around different things that can be put in place as opposed to the younger generation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think if we educate, I think we need to educate both sides
Yeah.
of the coin. We need to educate young people in their safety, and we also need to educate parents in what technology does and what their kids can access.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, some parents might not know how Facebook or Twitter or all these apps work, so for them to safeguard their kids would be very difficult if they don't understand it themselves. So I think we need to educate everybody.
Yeah, cool. There are different things that can be put in place, like setting the parental settings. On the internet, you can set different things up so that they can't access certain websites. And I guess to monitor the amount of time that kids are spending on the internet. Encourage them to get off and go and play football and do something else, I guess. Yeah. And the next one, do you think parents should check how their children are using technology? If so, up to what age? In regards to age, I think that should be relevant to what they're using. So if Facebook, if the age limit is 16, then I think they should monitor the fact that they shouldn't be using that until they're 16. Different games that have got an age limit of 18, again, I don't think they should be used until you're 18 because of some of the content that's in there. So yeah, I think that answers that, doesn't it, do you think?
Yes.
Do you think parents should check how their children are using technology? So yeah, I think just to monitor it, if you can be more aware of what your kids are doing, then you can put more safeguarding things in place. You can be more up to date on what different things they're getting involved with, and if that does pose a risk to them, then you'll be more up to date with different things that can be put in place to sort it out. Does that make sense?
It comes back to the education, because most people know that there are age rating on films. People may not be aware of their age rating on games now.
Yeah.
And probably the security around getting into cinemas and watching films is slightly better than perhaps going to a game shop, or if you're downloading stuff straight from the internet, if your parents aren't aware of it, it's very, very easy to get hold of an 18+ game.
Yeah, so there's no proof or anything needed
As a
for that.
15-year-old, absolutely.
Yeah, cool.